fights in the UK August 10th. Tyranny Graham for the UK welterweight title.
Left hand, and Chris Young stops it on the one-punch knockout.
He's going to be a problem for anybody.
Left to the body and a clean knockdown. Johnny Graham now 2-0 in BKFC. Right and left hand, the win of his life for David Oscar. Left hook to the body and that drop standing McIntyre. Chase out the right hand, knockdown number 2.
Jono JCB James.
In left hand from Toby Bindit, and down goes Marcus Pawn. Big to the body, to the head goes Connor Cook. Off the left uppercut, this fight is over.
We're back yet again, live from Satellite 5. It's the Bare Knuckle Show. I'm Brian Soscia. The boys are all here. A lot of stuff to get into today, as always. We have to address you properly. You know, we need it. I was going to give you the presidential theme.
Don't do that shit.
What? You demand it usually. Oh, I love this guy. Don't do that shit. But off the air, play my theme, he says when I walk in.
What's the theme?
The presidential theme. You know, what's it called?
Oh, I thought it was a royal theme.
Is that what you want? That one?
Yeah, I'm royalty.
With the UK. I mean, it's fight week. We should do that. All right. Well, look, now you know. There you go. Can I sit? Boys, please show some respect for your president.
You stole my Pepsi right before the show
Is that
started,
your Pepsi?
so I will not bend the knee today.
Oh, I love it. Anyway, well, I was going to say, but we put
Thank
it up
you,
anyway.
Evan. I appreciate it.
President David Feldman, as you can see, was going to stop by the studio. I didn't think he'd be here this early. I'm sure he's got a lot in his mind. We'll get to them in just a minute. But also the Bare Knuckle Show cameras, they were rolling.
Our new sponsor?
Yeah, what are you doing? Put some tape over that. They're not paying us. Well, they're paying the Bare Knuckle Show millions, not BKFC yet.
No, that's it. Okay. Go ahead.
Anyway, so we had the cameras rolling, content from Sturgis, some exclusive content, and Big Ben Rothwell. We saw him there amongst others, and he's going to have some words for us too. We caught up with him about his potential world title fight. We'll talk to you about that in a couple minutes too. Before we get to Dave, you want to be on the whole day with us? You said, huh?
I mean, unless you bore me and I'll leave. Oh,
that's setting up to leave then and say I'm boring, right?
Maybe.
You're so predictable. All right, so Dave Feldman's here. I'm going to give him a lot of respect. Before we get to you, Dave, we normally do this. You sit and you'd be like co-host. I'll be your co-host today.
Okay.
We like to check in with the boys. Let's see what they're doing. We got Brandon. He's been doing a great job recently. We're very proud of him for doing so well. Good job, my friend. And we have Evan Zentar as well. I just want to point out that, Evan didn't make this week's show in Sturgis with good reason. Evan, his wife was with child. Now they're with child. Evan's with child. He's holding the child. Mm-hmm. It's amazing.
So the baby was born a little bit premature.
Yeah, the baby was born a little early, right? A little premature.
She came early.
The baby came a little early.
She came early,
like Evan.
Just like Papa.
If I remember, I think you were saying you were like a Superman of sperm, right?
You did say that, Evan. You said it to me prior to the show. You said the baby came early, just like me.
Yep.
All right.
I love that.
We're all good.
How's the baby? How's mom? How's everything going with that? Bro?
Gaining weight.
Gaining weight, everything's good. She came a little early, but healthy as ever. So
you got another little bare knuckle baby.
Yeah,
we got to get her one of those onesies.
We're gonna get her the onesie.
We are.
But yeah, everything's good. So being a dad's cool.
I love it, man. I can't see the chat. I'm going to try to, reload that, but I can't see anybody in the chat. If you're watching, I'm sure I'm not acknowledging you today. Congratulations, though. I'm sure they're all saying.
There's nothing wrong with the chat.
Shut up. I'm sure they're all saying. Usually they're in there. They were in there like 10 people were in there early. I can't see it. Oh well. All right, so congratulations. I'm sure they're going nuts in the chat for you too.
And thank you, chat.
Yeah, yeah. If you can see it, maybe you can see what they're writing. And then, other than that, that made you stay home from Sturgis, which I know you were watching the broadcast. We'll get to that later. Excuse me. But Brandon was there. Brandon, we saw a lot of cool stuff. Some interesting people. It was a great trip. Did you enjoy yourself?
Pay attention.
Yes, sir. It was good. It was cool. It was a cool environment, cool place to do a fight.
That's cool that you say that, but you didn't seem like that, and with good reason. I mean, you were in a foul mood. I was trying to open the weigh-in show. We were trying to set things up. And here I am, Evan, Dave. I tried to, spotlight broke at Brandon. And they cheered. You didn't hear it. They went nuts for him when I said his name. They started cheering. And what did you do, Brandon? You're in a bad mood. So what'd you do to me? Let's watch.
Yeah, I did this. Sorry.
He was very upset that I gave him spotlight. What's wrong with that, Dave? Why can't he get spotlight?
He should.
I know. He's good at what he does, but he won't take it. Well, he does take it sometimes. All right, so let's move on. So we have a lot of other great stuff to talk about today. Brandon, obviously still not in a good mood, but that's all right. Well, we'll get through it. Either that or he's very concentrating. Let's just get straight into mail call. You go through mail call with us. Some good stuff.
It's time for mail call.
There it is, the Bare Knuckle Show at gmail.com. Send your stuff in. We like hearing from you. And Dave, I like going through mail call with you. I like to get your opinions on things. First up, I just want to, we're talking about Sturgis. Let's just get through this. Sturgis, good time, Mount Rushmore, the home of Mount Rushmore.
I got the official number.
Of what? For the
attendees.
What'd you get?
15,600.
I knew there was a lot, dude, because
15,600. Holy shit.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. I would stand up and look out to the crowd. It was like a sea of people. You couldn't see an end to it. So wow, that doesn't shock me. That doesn't even do it justice as big as that looks.
It's all the way
dark.
to the right and all the way to the left and wrapped all the way around it. And do you know that back stand in the back? Even in the back of that one, there was a whole shitload of people. It was crazy, man.
And some dudes were on their bikes. They were revving their bikes up. It was definitely a scene. That's great. Breaking news.
Yeah.
It's a great number. Of course, Britton Hart, big night for Britton Hart, who retained her title. Here she is doing her photo shoot the next day. I mean, I saw her out like at Mount Rushmore training. Now she's doing a photo shoot the next day with the title. I just want to throw out congratulations out to her. I don't think it was just a big night for Britain. I think it was a big night for women, the women's division in general. I mean, what a fight.
It was a great fight. That's what we needed. So, I told them both that that if they go in there and fight their asses off, they're going to get a nice bonus, and they're both getting a very, very nice bonus. We wanted to take care of them. It was a great event for us. Sturgis, helped us out with that. Conor McGregor actually wanted to bonus him separately, so some of this bonus is coming directly from Conor himself. Wow. It's a very substantial bonus, and I took my hat off to him, but I was like, yo, calm down a little bit, buddy.
He's yelling about bonuses.
But he just, he was like, unbelievable fight. Britain's going to be the face of the women, and, let's take care of them, and here we are.
Yeah, I think the reason that he probably would have said that out of nowhere, because he's like, I watch you guys sit together at these fights. He's very excited to be. He's like you. You're like almost the same people. You're both yelling. You're up. You're down. And I think he just gets excited. Connor's Connor. Connor does all kinds of crazy stuff because he doesn't really think. He just does it. That's what Connor does. Yeah. So that's probably why.
Because we both fought. I mean, obviously he fought more than me, but we both fought, and we get it, and we're into it, and we wear our heart in our sleeve. It's funny. I watched a little interview with Dana White about Joe Rogan last night. And he said the reason why we got Joe Rogan is because he was a fan of this, and
I saw that.
You could feel everything that he said, and that's kind of the way I am, and I think it's the way Connor is as well.
No, I do too, and you can definitely see it if you ever come to a show. I always say Dave's the biggest fan, but Connor's next to him going nuts too. It's really cool. Another thing in Sturgis, just crazy stuff that you don't see in normal life was in Sturgis. Someone shared this. It's a strange sight in Sturgis. They were at a bar and a baby buffalo wandered in. There you go. Just randomly in the bar. This is the kind of stuff that goes on in Sturgis. Wow. It's random. Wow. I know.
That's crazy.
Accommodations-wise, I mean, kudos to the BKFC. Nice accommodations. I do have a problem, though. There was, of all the places we stay, there's always a pool, even if it's cold. There was no pool. And I'm upset because Josh Watson was going to do our first guy in our cannonball contest. He wanted to film
There was
cannonball.
a pool next door that we could use. There were sister hotels.
I didn't know we could do. Oh, the water park that I didn't. I was very upset. Yeah, I didn't get to go to that.
Why didn't you do that?
I didn't know. Well, Josh is going to film. Listen, Josh is going to film it. He's going to send in his cannonball because you were supposed to do it with Connor when you were in Spain. You guys didn't do the cannonball contest, which, by the way, the listeners thought that Connor would win, not you, the cannonball contest. So
they probably would.
All right. Well, there you go. We're going to continue.
I'll win a belly flop contest.
Well, we're going to continue that, and he'll send that in.
So let me just, before you go on to everything you're doing, and I hate when I do this because it messes you up, and then you can't get back on track.
Go ahead.
But since I'm on the show, I'm going to take it over.
It's your
I
company.
had the biggest call in the world this morning.
I was going there.
Okay. Go there.
No, okay, fine. All right. I was going to, all right. Well, let's go.
Ahead. No,
so, I don't know what I can say.
Bring me into it.
All right, let's bring you into it. All right. The mailbags now, then we're going to get into that. But
Okay.
we'll
go to the
bring
mailbag.
Go. Oh, there's your tease. Dave had a huge call this morning. He shared it with me before he came in. I don't know how much he's going to be able to tell us, but we're going to talk about that. And we have a lot of stuff we're going to get into with Dave later. But he wanted to sit in, fan of the show, wants to be on the show. I'll oblige you, Dave. You're welcome. So the other guy that's going to hopefully send in a cannonball for the cannonball contest is Ruben Roundstone. I met him, and what a fight he had with Watson. And, you know, Roundstone, big fan of the show. He watches all the time. I just want to say this to him because he wanted me to do this. Bam! That's for Ruben Roundstone. Thank you for watching. Wesley Kill Eagle. He always comes to the shows in Montana. He hosted a BK watch party. He sent this in. It's a picture of his TV. You can see I like the Christmas lights made from my own heart. But he had a bunch of people over to watch.
Who's that?
Wesley Kill Eagle. He's the
Cool.
guy from from Montana.
Montana, yeah.
I thought that's cool. I encourage it. Listen, if you're doing a watch party, I don't just want a picture of the TV. Send it in. Send you and your boys in, your friends in, and we'll show it. The funny pictures, whatever. That's so cool. Speaking of Montana, the home of
so Ruben came up to me and he asked me to sign his shirt.
I did that too.
A lot
He's
of people
gonna
signed his
auction it.
shirt. He goes auctioning it off because his kid's sick.
Yes.
So we're going to donate some money to that too.
Well, I also told him.
I didn't know that, but I'm just letting you. I'm not doing it because I have a platform. I'm just letting you know who we're talking about it. But we're definitely going to help him out there. I mean, these guys come and fight, and you know, I think he needs to get in better shape the next time he fights. But at the end of the day, is he comes and fights and takes punches and gets knocked down and gets back up.
Yeah, I mean, look, he can be in better shape,
Yep.
but I care that he's a huge fan of the show. That's
He's
what
awesome.
I understand.
No, he's awesome. Look, he is. He's good.
But also, I mentioned if he sends a picture of the shirt, and we'll plug it as well. We like to help people out when we can. Let's see, Kai Stewart. That's another guy from Montana. That's where I was going. One of our champs. He was in Sturgis as well, and having a great time. I thought it was interesting that when Conor McGregor walked in, one of the first things he did, he sees talent in Kai Stewart. He sees talent in one of our champions.
He loves him.
He, like you can see, I'm going to show this clip. He almost immediately walked over and paid his respect to Kai Stewart. Let's watch that with a nice toast. Look at that. You can tell. I thought, Dave, that was very interesting that, like I said, that was one of his first orders of business when he got there. If you're Kai Stewart, that's someone you look up to your whole life, and now you're working with him. That must feel good.
He's awesome. So, Kai Stewart, love the kid. Really nice, respectful kid. Wants to promote, wants to be the best. I'm just going to make a prediction. If he continues to get better on the way that he did, if he keeps continuing to improve, he's going to be a fucking superstar.
Oh, yeah. He's on the way there.
Superstar.
He's on the way there. I mean, he dresses it. He talks it. Now
Absolutely.
We'll see what happens from here. It was such a cool atmosphere there. A couple other things I want to touch on. Bad Wolves. I don't know if you know them. They're pretty substantial, like, I guess, rock band. They remade that Cranberries hit, Zombies in Your Head, in Your Head. You know that one, Dave? How's it go?
I don't know.
You know how it goes. The Cranberry, Zombie in Your Head, in your... You don't know that one?
So go ahead. Keep fucking going.
Come on,
bro.
I need you to sing it to me. Anyway, they remade that. So I thought this was cool. At their concert at Buffalo Chip, they were holding up the BKFC belt. Mike and Mish sent this in. This is really cool. Giving us some notoriety there at the big concert. In front of all those people. And this isn't like a cover band. They're a big band.
That was great.
I thought that was really cool. Thank you.
It was. I mean, it was an unbelievable experience there. It really, truly was.
And nonstop, and they seemed to love us.
It was crazy. Did you ride through like the whole place, going back and forth? And I got a tour on this golf cart. Mm-hmm. It was just, it's unbelievable what they built there. It's unbelievable. I mean, the trailer spots they rent these little tents on people's front lawns.
I didn't see
little ass tents, man. That it's unbelievable there, man.
Yeah, it's like 600 acres.
It's nothing like I thought it was. It's truly iconic. It was amazing, man.
Yeah, it was very
amazing.
Very cool. And I think that the other thing is the fans, bikers.
And we're confirmed that we are coming back next year.
Oh, we are now.
Yes. It's the 85th anniversary of Sturgis next year.
Yeah, a little talk with them. That's good. I'm excited to be back there because I'll tell you what, some of the bikers that didn't know us now know us, and I can tell you because I run around the crowd like an idiot, as you know, and they were loving it. They were having such a good time. They were thanking us for being there, which is awesome.
Are you getting mad at me for kind of taking over the show?
No, you're not taking over the show. You're just cutting me off, and I have a flow.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not mad at you at all. No.
Okay.
That's what we do. We hang out. we tell me 5 minutes before we come and hang out. All right. Did you see? This is good. I want you here for this. Did you see this? The Rivera era has extended. Nathan Rivera, he's fought for us before, got engaged. I think this is really cool. Let's show the clip. Hold on, Soscia, I just heard. So he got engaged, and this girl, very supportive in his fighting career, wonderful thing. And they have beautiful music playing, but I don't want to get a copyright strike, so I'll talk over it. Okay, there she is showing the ring. She's crying. Look how, kid's happy. You love seeing that kind of stuff. Marriage was the best thing I ever did in my life. And I wish him just the best. And it's interesting because
that kid's going to be a star too.
I think so too. He's got a lot in marketing. He's got the look. He's talented. I can't wait to see where he goes next.
Yep.
But when I think of weddings, I think of best man speeches. And when my best man speech for my brother, I always use the same thing. I just did one a couple weeks ago. I say, in marriage, you're going to have a lot of ups and downs. It's true, you are. Here's to your only ups and downs being in the bedroom. That's always a crowd pleaser. They go, then they go, ah. You have one better than that. I almost did it, but I can never remember. Can you do it? Come on. What's the thing?
Yeah, I'll do it. It's may your marriage be filled with, no. I go like this. I go, listen, what's her name?
I didn't get her name, but it's Nathan.
Okay.
Nathan's his name.
Nathan and your girlfriend. You guys are here together, and we wish you a great life. Although your marriage is going to be filled with lying, stealing, cheating, fighting, and drinking.
It's horrible.
And people look at me and they're like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" And I go, "If you're lying, hopefully you're lying next to each other, cuddling. And if you're stealing, please just steal each other's hearts. And if you're cheating, just cheat the IRS. And if you're fighting, just fight for who's on top. And then if you're drinking, raise the glass and do a cheers to them." That's my best man. I know it didn't really work because no one's fucking getting married here. And it's really awkward doing a best man speech.
It's still funny.
Right here in the room with you.
Yeah.
It's a little awkward. Awkward.
It's true, though. I just want to shout it here. The chat's working now.
But we do offer, just so you know, in part of our benefits package for our fighters.
What do you offer?
Marriage counseling.
You're so stupid. Well, Nathan Rivera is in the chat. I'm sure he appreciates it. Kai Stewart's here as well. A lot of people here. Little Ben's here. Robert Connor, Jason Gonzalez. Shout out to them. So congratulations to you, Nathan Rivera. We're glad to see good things happening to good people. From a marriage proposal to he's back, and he signed his name. So I used to call this guy the perverse Randy. He would send weird stuff in. But then he started calling himself Randy the Pervert. He leaned into the name. Now this week, a little too much Randy. He's Randy the Pervy Pervert in Fort Lauderdale. He said, look at this lovely sight that I saw from the weigh-in show. He took a screenshot of this, and he said it turned him on. He was excited. So that's Randy the Pervy Pervert sent that in. I saw that live and in person. It was wonderful. All right, let's get that off the screen, please, Randy. Thank you for that. But here he goes. To cleanse your palate, that's not something I'm into. I love the fight between Britt and Taylor. It was amazing. Happy Taylor is still posting pics even after a loss. And he put 3. Last week was 8 exclamation points. This week only 3. Let's see what he sent in about Taylor. She is.
Boss in attendance, David Feldman. Angel Hernandez claims victory in his BKFC debut.
What is? That's a great sound clip for that. There you go. Thank you, Randy the Pervy Pervert, sending in some pictures of Taylor Starling, showing what she's up to, and she's still making her money. I love that. Again, that was a big night for women's fighting. Randy the Pervy Pervert always weighing in. And the next thing I want to talk to is we're going to be in Kansas City August 16th. We're excited at Memorial Hall. This was emailed to us by BKFC #2 Kansas fan. And in parentheses, it says, my brother is the #1 fan. I'll give him. All right, that's cool. Sent this in. Blaine, who's going to be on the card. Blaine Warburton was on Fox News, local
He's
Fox News.
promoting the hell out of himself.
Dude, he was on the morning show.
That's what we need. He's promoting the hell out of. He was on 3 shows.
Oh, I got one. It's all. Look at this. Here's a little piece of it.
Back to Fox 43 AM Live. Join us now as Blaine Warburton, a bare knuckle fighter.
They're probably going to strike us for this.
The BKFC Fight Night in Kansas City, August 16th.
Because we don't know. We didn't ask to use this.
I'm very excited to chat with you now.
It's
I don't know
news,
too much
fair
about bare
use.
knuckle fighting, so I'm excited to talk a little bit about that
host.
for our audience. Tell us a little bit about now this sport. Like, what's the difference between, say, MMA, bare knuckle fighting, boxing? Where does this sit in there?
So bare knuckle fighting is the original form of boxing.
Okay.
This is what boxing was before they transitioned to gloves.
Mm-hmm.
It got legalized here in the States in 2018, and now it's taken off. Fastest growing combat sport in the world.
Amazing.
It's getting huge.
Mm-hmm.
One of the big differences between...
Well, there you go. Listen, this is a long piece, and I want you to see it. So at the THE Brian Soscia, Brin Soscia. You can follow me on Twitter, X, whatever it's called, if you don't already. I'll post the link so you can watch the whole thing later on today. But it's cool that he did that, and we're excited. He's been, like Dave said, he's been getting on a lot. That's awesome. Here's one from Alvin. Alvin! Alvin says,
Yes.
I bet you they didn't get that.
They did. Do you guys know what that is?
Is that the chipmunk?
Yeah, there
all
you
right.
go.
Alvin says, We can't be in here. I'm too mature. It throws me off. I wouldn't have done that if you weren't here. Albert says, heard you guys talking about Burns, and he put in parentheses, we still love you, bro. You guys were talking about video games a couple weeks ago. Do you guys remember the video game Skate or Die? Yes, I do. That was a great game. This should be called Skate and Die. Let's watch the clip. Oh, shit. Oh my gosh. Dave.
Sorry, man.
Show him. Show him again. Show him again. Dave wants to see it.
Whoa.
Skate and Die. Dude, I'm not going to lie.
Holy
That
shit.
sucks. That sucks. But if that was my truck, I'd be like, okay, good for him. I'd kick him when he was down if that was my truck. I'm just saying. I'm being honest with you. He shouldn't be doing that. That wouldn't have happened. These skateboarders. Ugh. Anyway. All right. There. That's the end of the mailbag. Thanks for toughing through that with us, Dave. Let's talk about you now. This is a great topic. Dave?
I'm sorry, man.
I
got a
we're gonna
fucking
talk
huge,
about, but
huge text message right now.
Are we gonna have
Holy
to,
shit.
Are we gonna have to leave your
Show
phone
us.
outside?
I'm sorry,
Are we gonna have to
man.
leave your phone outside the basket?
Game changing.
All right, talk about
What
it.
happened?
I can't.
Breaking
You
news.
always do that.
Show us your
Holy
phone.
shit.
So was that the text message relating to the call you had earlier?
No, it's different, man. Today is a good fucking day.
Holy crap.
Holy shit.
All right, well, can you give us a little bit?
No.
Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Give me your phone.
Chaos in the bear.
There's a code on here. There's a damn code. I can't even get into it. Anyway, I'm sick of this. You tease us. All right.
I actually am going to have to leave in 10 minutes.
All right, let's get moving then. All right, so big call today. We talked about it. I couldn't find out what that was. In the chat, you can let us
I
know.
just want to let you know that we're going to announce a big show. That's not part of my big news, but that's the trifecta. We're going to announce a really big show on next week's show. We will announce a really big show that we're doing
Can we keep this clip?
in November.
So we play it
in
next week?
November.
Okay.
We're going to announce a big show.
And next week, I think I know what that might be. And if it's what I think, you should announce it on this show.
Okay.
This is the place to do it.
All right.
It always is. All right, let's get through this because you have to leave in a couple minutes. I thought you were going to sit in for the show, but it's all right. Big call on the way here today. You spoke of that earlier. Since you can't tell us about this text message, I can't stand when you do that.
I will tell you that this call included a potential new merger partnership, but really, it was fucking unbelievable, man. It was, if this call comes to fruition, this will be the biggest fight in combat sports history, not in bare knuckle history, not in boxing. It'll be the biggest fight in combat sports history.
That'll be awesome. That'll be great. And I kind of know a little bit that I'm not allowed to say because you'll probably kill me. But yeah,
Who is
huge.
it? A boxer?
Didn't you hear us talking?
No.
Oh,
Boxer? Dave?
Boxer versus MMA fighter.
What's the weight?
That's all I can say.
he's not. Yeah, there's not.
I don't know.
Try.
It'll be a catch weight.
Plus, it's like a while from now too. so you don't know.
Heavyweight?
A catch weight. Catch weight.
You're right, I get that. But coming from...
Well, it can't be a heavyweight because that would be heavyweight. There is no catch weight.
Is the fighter normally a heavyweight fighter? Or are they...
The fighter fights with gloves on.
Right.
All right, there you go. There's a little bit. Now in the chat, you can
Does
guess.
the ring shake a lot when he walks around in it?
I'm wondering who.
The ground shakes when he walks around.
The ground shakes.
Fucking ground shakes.
It is true. So yeah, it's a big deal, dude. In the chat, you can guess what he's talking about there. You can guess what his text was about. I don't know, but I don't know about the text, but just guess. Let us know
And
what
I
you
just want to say to the fans, I'm not jerking you guys off.
No, he's really
I just
not.
can't say shit because it messes up the deal. But I'm telling you, today it started out to be could be the best fucking day ever. And this text I just got is holy fucking shit.
You came in this studio when you walked in. I was on a meeting. You walked in and you were like, literally, your feet were on the ground. You were like walking on air. You were so excited. Now this is going to levitate you higher. You were like, ah,
Man, this is
it's
great.
It's good. So
Can't wait to get off this show.
I can't wait to either because it can make the company bigger. All right, so let's talk quickly about. I mean, there's a lot. Like last night, let's address it really quickly. The Connor stuff. People were talking about it a lot last night. He was tweeting crazy stuff out. I mean, what where you at with that? I mean,
Look, Connor says what he wants to say, and no one can control what he says. I don't think that. I know for a fact that he doesn't have anything against Donald Trump at all. He was pissed off. He picked the wrong fighter in Connor's mind, and he said something that he shouldn't have said. And I know he didn't mean to say it, and he's probably going to let the world know that he didn't mean to say it. But I don't support what he said. But at the end of the day, he says what he says, and I understand why he said it, but he shouldn't have said it.
yeah. You're when you're hot-headed, a normal individual, you're hot-headed. You make mistakes. When you're Connor and a hot-headed individual.
I mean,
that's a lot.
he shoots from the hip. He wears his heart on his sleeve.
But you like that.
He does, and he says what's on his mind.
I'd almost rather
and that's that.
I like knowing who the person is.
But I mean, he just came. What's weird about this? He just came from
rally.
Sturgis, the biggest right-wing biker rally in the fucking world, praising Donald Trump. Praised him. Remember, he said we got the greatest president in history.
So true.
It was crazy.
All right. Well, that was addressed. We're good. We talked about that. A lot of people wouldn't know about that. And then this is interesting. You don't know I'm going to show this. We've been talking about this on the show for months. I should have had him on too. I was so excited. And I'm going to get these guys, if they can do it, to put a supercut together. We're going to get all the angles. David Feldman got into a fight. I should have teased you with this. What? This weekend in Sturgis got into a fight in the lobby of the hotel. He got into a fight. Everybody was watching.
There wasn't a fight.
There was no fight. I believe differently. We'll show a clip of that fight maybe. We talked about this fight here on the show. We wanted to see it. Cameras were rolling. Here's one from Sween Dog or something. Big Sween Knuckles. Lido always brings sparring gloves. And this is right before the show. You two were sparring in the freaking lobby.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's pretty fucking awesome,
That's
right?
awesome. I think Houston's
you got the president of the
commentating.
company and the commentator and the fighter relation guy banging it out with each other
Can I just
in
say,
the lobby.
Can I just say this is probably an hour before or two before we went live on the air, so you could have busted up Lido's face. I'm sure Jonathan would have loved that.
He didn't mind.
There it is. We've been talking about it.
Could you imagine like checking in with your family and you just see that shit?
I know. Dude, listen.
I would fucking run right out.
I know. I'd be like,
I literally was like he's like, I got the gloves because he keeps talking about gloves, and I go,
know.
all right, Chris, you don't have the gloves, and he brought the gloves down from his room, and
You had to go.
I had all the fucking fighters there, and I couldn't be like, nah, Chris, I ain't doing it, because I wanted to be like, nah, I ain't doing it, because honestly, I got a nose surgery to fix my deviated septum bad, and it's the first time I get hit in my nose since then, and I'm like, fuck,
How'd it
man,
feel?
I don't want to get hit, and it was perfect. It was nothing, but I mean, at the end of the day, is Chris can fight, and it was fun. It was fun as hell, man.
No,
it was real. No, but it was fun. It was really fucking
awesome.
fun.
It was awesome to watch. I'm telling you, if they can do it, there's a bunch of people filming. We got to get like a super cut and make that into like a real fight scene. It'll be great. Dave and Lido in the lobby. And then, of course, we talked about Connor being there. That was a big deal. Connor coming out. Sturgis car, we talked about that earlier. Insanely. What was the attendance you said? It was like 15, you said? Is that what you said earlier?
15.6 or 15.8. I forget.
Wow.
But yeah.
I mean, it was just
close
great.
to 16,000.
But now here we are, UK coming up this week. We're in fight week. I don't want to undershadow that. And I think it's an interesting stat that I think Bernie was telling me this. In the last 2 years, a little under 2 years, we've done 10 events in the UK already.
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
huge.
It's huge.
I mean, remember
It's
the
huge.
first one we went over there?
It's going to blow up over there now because, that is Connor's homeland. I mean, it's not Ireland, but he's UK. It's going to blow up over there. Forged Irish Stout is everywhere. The Army's coming. The Forged Irish Stout Army's coming this week.
gigantic.
It's going to be unbelievable. I mean, give it another 6 to 9 months, plus the one of the platform deals that we'll be announcing is going to be huge for the UK, and man, it's going to be awesome. Great main event: Connor Tierney, Johnny Graham.
Did you see Tierney? The transformation we talked about last week of this guy. Have you seen how he looks now?
Yeah,
he
great.
looks amazing.
He looks great.
Complete transformation.
But he's got a tough fight in front of him.
I know he does.
And I know he's focused. I know he wants to be back at the top, and this is his opportunity.
He's definitely hungry.
Yep.
We're going to check in with Lou Fuse a little later on. One of our UK correspondents. He's going to break down the top 3 fights for us.
Good.
That's going to be a big card for us. We're very excited. That goes down this weekend. BKFC.com. Make sure you get in. Grab that app if you haven't already. Let's see. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm drinking too much Savage Sip. I'm all pumped up. Kansas City. Kansas City's our next one. We're going to the Memorial Hall after England, after the Coventry card.
Elvin Brito
and Jake Lindsay.
That'll
be a fun fight.
That's a fun main event.
Elvin, somebody joked around recently. Somebody sent me, it's like they say the anger-fueled Elvin. If you know Elvin, he's not anger-fueled. Not true anymore. I talked to Elvin the other day doing an interview to hype the piece up. He's angry.
You know what it is?
Disrespected.
He knows that everybody kind of tossed him to the wayside. And we're like, he doesn't have anything. So he came out his last fight, blasted a guy out that a lot of people thought was going to beat him.
Undefeated.
And now here's his other chance for redemption. And, when people are doing it for a different reason, he's doing it to live. Like, he's not just doing it because he wants to have fun. He's doing it to live.
Yeah.
And you got Jake Lindsay in there who's also mad at us and mad at the fans. He's just mad. He's mad.
Ooh, I didn't talk to Jake yet.
Because he thinks he should be getting paid more money. He thinks he should be doing all this stuff, dumb stuff. I mean, all this other stuff, and maybe he should be. But at the end of the day, as we'll see. Yeah. After the Kansas City event, we can revisit. It's a true crossroads fight. It's either Elvin keeps going. If he gets beat by Jake Lindsay, he probably doesn't have a lot left for BKFC. If Jake Lindsay beats Elvin, then he's back in the title picture. And if he doesn't beat Elvin Brito, then, who knows? Like I said, it's a great crossroads fight.
Yeah, it's a great main event.
Great one.
We're looking forward to it. That's at the Memorial Hall.
It's going to be very, very competitive.
It's going to be awesome. The cards are always bangers. We know that every time. Yep. We don't even know, even if you don't know who the people are and this is new to you, you're going to enjoy it.
Yep.
I was saying it's the Memorial Hall in Kansas City, and I don't know if you know this, just a quick little thing. Memorial Hall is actually, like in Philly, the ECW Arena. It's iconic.
I was at Memorial Hall. It's the first time. It's where I met Art Davie for the first time.
Oh, the UFC from UFC. That's awesome.
When I was pitching bare knuckle back in 2016 or 2015, I was there at a fight, and I was trying to get Kansas to be the first state to allow bare knuckle, but it didn't happen.
Well, I know that it's going to be a great place to go. Tickets are going quickly, but BKFC.com, grab them. You want to be in the building for anywhere in the area. Memorial Hall, to me, I'm excited. Like I said, iconic pro wrestling building. Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, they debuted there. That was their first matches. It was huge back then. There it is, the big event, Kansas City Fight Night. It's going to be awesome, coming up August 16th. Stay tuned for more info about that. We'll have a lot more with you. Dave, I know you said you had to go. I don't want to chase you out of here, but you can go if you want. Or you can hang out. He can't wait to get out. He's like, I got to see what's going on.
I got to make some phone calls.
I know you do.
Hey, guys, thank you for tuning in again. Thanks for being fans. Thanks for watching the Sturgis event. It was unbelievable. I'm going to have some unbelievable news for everybody really, really shortly. I mean, this whole thing is changing. It's fucking amazing because, like I said, we started, in a warehouse in 2009 in a warehouse, and then we did a show 2011 on Indian Reservation, and then I went around to all these different states, and everyone told me to fuck off and slam the door in my face, and here we are right now. I could potentially, in the next 3 months, announce the biggest fight in combat sports history.
Wow.
I mean, that's fucking unbelievable.
That's huge. I have a question real quick before you go, because that reminded me. A warehouse, you say. Do we not talk about, or are we not allowed to talk about the one time when we got that, the banquet hall room, we told them we were filming a TV show, so we could try bare somewhere. I'm not going to say where it was, but so we could try to, try bare knuckle out and make them think we're filming a reality show? And I think they got on to us, right?
Well, they didn't, and so the state called them and said, are they doing a bare knuckle fight there? And she said, yeah, it's for a reality show. And he said, no, it's not. It's bullshit. It's an illegal bare knuckle fight. It's getting shut down now. I had a pro boxing match that night that I was promoting. Yeah. I went up there, and the commissioner goes, he looks at me, he goes like this. He goes, how you doing? You're done.
What? I didn't know that part.
You're done. And I went like this to him. I said, that's why I never got licensed here.
I'm not saying the state it was in, but I remember that. That was a cool thing. And
it was crazy.
Before we go, this is a local landmark. Anthony's watching from Lou Turks. The last 3 weeks, he's been watching our show from Lou Turks.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah,
man.
Maybe they can sponsor us.
They did before. They used
did
to
they
buy
really?
our fights. Yeah, they bought our fights.
Lou Turks.
No, they bought our fights.
Cheers. I like that.
Absolutely. When Jamie Campbell fought, listen, we're gonna announce a groundbreaking. So everybody knows that we're from right outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And it has to happen in Pennsylvania, all right?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen in
I
Pennsylvania.
hope so, dude.
Fingers crossed. In the next couple of weeks, I'm going to announce a show in 2024 in Pennsylvania.
That quick?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew it was coming. I'm
working on it behind the scenes right now. If everything goes right with the state, which I anticipate it to, because it's hard. It's really hard for any state to turn us down now. I mean, medically, financially, everything that we do, it's hard to really get turned down now. We're not doing anything wrong. We're only doing things right. So we have a couple big announcements on that as well. Man, this is it's a great day.
Can you believe 1,000 fights? Zach Kalmas' fight was 1,000 fights. Where did the time go? I mean, I know we work hard, but 1,000 fights, we're more than 1,000 now.
It's unbelievable.
That's crazy.
Man. Unbelievable. The hard work of the guys here on the team. Like, honestly, man, I love these guys. I love you guys. It's fucking amazing. You guys, someone sent me a really nice message, a potential sponsor, and they said we were watching it and your team really collaborated good together. And I said, look, man, they're all passionate about the success of this thing. They don't they're not doing it for a job. They're doing it because they want to see it be the biggest thing out there, and that's why it's growing so fast. So thank you to all you guys. Thank you to all your fans. And I got to get out of here because I got to rally up some big news.
All right, go make that big news, man. Make that money, make the company. There goes President David Feldman leading the way, trudging through the weeds, chopping them down with his machete so we can get more money, get bigger, and just get more investment. This is it, man, and you're all on the ride with us. And Dave and I often talk about that off the air, what he just said, how exciting it is to kind of develop this sport and to see not only fighters succeeding, but everybody succeeding. It's awesome. It's a great feeling. Thank you, David Feldman, for coming on. Let's move on quickly. You know what? Let's go to segment 5. Let's do this before we get to the rest of the stuff. Then we'll get more into Lou Fuse checking out the main events, the co-main event, and the feature fight for UK show coming up. But yes, let's do this. Let's do the. I want to show Big Ben Rothwell. He was watching, and we caught up with him. He was watching Shoemaker Burns, and we kind of get some comments from him. Let's check to see what Big Ben had to say. That's all right. Big Ben was there watching, and we're going to see what he had to say. I know he was in the broadcast.
We were kind of all over the place with
I know.
call and everything.
When the president comes on, everything goes out there. You know the deal.
Everything goes out there.
Everything. But no, what I was going to say was he did talk on the broadcast about wanting Mick Terrell. I believe he mentions that in this clip, plus more. So if you're ready for the clip, we can roll it. This is him and Sturgis. He was having a great time. Here's Brandon.
All right, Ben, you're watching. What do you think so far? I knocked them both the fuck out in the same round, like at the same time. That's Big Ben Rothwell here in Sturgis.
Look at the guy just standing.
This whole night, what do you think? The crowd is incredible. They deserve knockouts. They deserve action. The crowd is absolutely awesome, and I would love to fight here for them. Let me ask you, if they deserve knockouts, knockdowns, who would give that to them? Ben Rothwell will knock motherfuckers out. What's next for Ben Rothwell, man? A title fight against Mick Terrell. He's got my goal, and I need to get it and show everyone I am the people's champion. And with these hands, baby, somebody's gonna get these hands. Thanks, Ben.
There you go. Somebody's gonna get these hands. Rah! Listen to me. I sound like a jerk off, yelling at those things. So here's the deal. Ben Rothwell, I was talking to him off camera too. Very motivated. Loves the fans. We know all that stuff. And you know what though? We've done this before. I got my phone here. I was looking at some texts that were coming in. Should we try to do a cold call to him? See what he's up to? Kind of ask him where his head's at with the Mick Terrell fight. Get a little more out of him when he's going to be ready. He picked up last time. He's usually pretty good when I call him.
Yeah, let's do it. You want to connect your phone to the board?
I don't think that's going to work because I'm dumb.
Really?
Well, but should I just do it with the speaker, like up to the mic, or you want to do it to the board?
We can do it that way. Or
all right, let's try to connect it. We can watch everybody see how dumb I am. All right, Bluetooth. Here we go. You ready, Evan? You can hit that button so I can connect it?
It's on.
Okay, let's try. This is fun. Captivating content here. We'll try to call Ben. Hopefully he picks up too.
What you want to do on the fly stuff like this?
Yeah, I know. This is but this is good.
I mean, it's good stuff.
I will tell you that everyone. I'm waiting for it to come up here. Here it is. This might be it.
Roadcaster.
See, I got one at home though too. I want to make sure it's not the same.
Roadcaster Pro.
I have the same one at home. So anyway, it looks like it's trying to connect right now. The one I'm seeing, but I actually have been told more than once people like these cold calls. This guy Nick that watches all the time. I saw him recently, and he's like, "Yeah, I think the cold calls are really cool. You guys just call people." I'm like, "Yeah." Well, for some reason, that's not showing up. Only mine and home is showing up. So we'll just do it over the.
Sure. Yeah. Just do the phone thing.
Yeah. There's some weird names of other devices around here. All right, let's try this. Let's try to call Ben. See what he's up to. See if he picks up. Big Ben Rothwell. It's not little Ben in the chat. It's Big Ben. Let me turn this up. I know he's a night owl. I wonder if he's up. He stays up pretty late. I'm telling we'll leave a nice message if he doesn't pick up. What are you going to do this time, Evan? You were going to get somebody before.
Oh, I'm scheduling interviews with Jake Lindsay tomorrow.
Ben doesn't care.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Okay. Oh, Ben.
The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Ben, it's Chris Lytle. I just want to let you know we decided to release you from the promotion. We saw your antics at Sturgis with the drinking. And
This isn't true. This is the Bare Knuckle Show. I didn't see you drinking. You weren't doing anything wrong. You're really nice to the fans.
he might not have heard that because you're
what?
holding it up to a mic.
Oh, yeah.
Not your headphones. Dingleberry.
Yeah, he didn't hear anything. Hey, it's Soscia with the Bare Knuckle Show. Call me back if you get this. We'll be on the air for a couple more minutes.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Hold on. Let's see. That was great. That was great, dude. Evan, the Lotto impersonations are off the chart here. All right, let's see. I'll just text him. All right, so Ben Rothwell, we'll get back to him. Let's look at some of the exclusive, while we're waiting, Sturgis content. We got some exclusive footage. You know, the big deal of the night, everyone was going nuts about Connor's walkout. Here's another angle of it you didn't see on the broadcast. It was palpable, the excitement at Sturgis. Dude,
there's Johnny Love getting in the shot as always.
I just want to say, hi, Johnny Love, you're great. But I just want to say, coming out to Welcome to the Jungle and then leaving the Motley Crue Kickstart Your Heart, I don't think there's two better choices. Drenching the ring with Forged Irish Stout. There you go. A little creamy stout on the ring. Man, he's knocking him back. Then he went almost immediately over to Kai. It was really cool how he did it. Kai and Ben, he was over there with them. I just put a text into Ben Rothwell. Well, let's talk about that event really quick. I mean, we're going to show you next some stuff with Sam Shoemaker. Sam Shoemaker, Josh Burns, co-main event. Let's just talk about that really quick because that's coming up. What a fight. These guys, I mean, they were going at it. From what I could tell, and I spoke with Josh after the fight, I spoke with Sam as well, it looked like Josh, I don't know if they said it on commentary, tweaked his knee. And then someone else I spoke to, I'm not starting rumors, but I heard it might be his ACL.
Yeah, I heard the same thing.
Yeah. So, as we're very want to congratulate Sam Shoemaker, but on the other side of things, we love Josh. You know, we wish him well too. But I just want to say, to lose your ACL, I thought it was just a knee problem, but he was swollen up at the end. To lose your ACL in a fight in what was like the first 20, 30 seconds, it felt like, and then go the whole fight, that's a warrior, dude. Like, Sam's a warrior for what he did. But Josh, kudos to you, man. That you didn't give up. Some people would have just thrown in the towel, but you know there's people want to see a show, and you did your best. So we appreciate you. Thanks for coming on. We'll definitely keep you updated on the Hammer, Josh Burns, and we want to congratulate Sam Shoemaker as well. Both guys for a great fight. Let's look at the exclusive footage with Sam Shoemaker here.
Hell yeah, brother.
He's got his Trump shirt on. He's a fan favorite, man. Like I said when we had him on, you weren't here last week. He was on last week, Evan. Sam Shoemaker, the reason I like him so much is he was so easy to work with from day one, from the jump. Remember we were talking about, we had him like running around cracking rocks. He was running through like his high school in his gear. Like, we had him doing the most ridiculous but cool stuff, and he was like, yeah, sure. It just, Sam's a great guy to work with, so congrats to him. It was good to see him and Josh again. And like I said, the bikers, well, forget about it. I'll tell you, they love Josh, they love Sam, they love Josh Watson as well. They love Josh Watson. A great night. More from that great night. I want to check into the main event. I said I think this was huge for Britain Hart. I congratulate her. Taylor Starling, kudos to her. Hell of a fight. But here's the main thing. Big night for the women. Big night for the women's division. Let's watch.
Look at Senior.
What a moment. Sometimes, that's great. Oh, there's more. Wow. She's happy. Good for her. There she is. I mean, pioneer of the sport. Glad to see her doing so well. Like I said, Taylor Warrior 2, awesome fight for the fans. At one point, I think you saw it there, Evan, they embraced her and Taylor, and I think Britain said real woman. What we don't usually show is after we're done the show, the three of us embrace and we yell real men.
Real men, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we hit the showers right after, get the blood off.
The big gang shower, yeah. We got it hard. No, they do, and it was a great fight, and thank you for that fight. I think the fans liked it as well. I'm not laughing at you guys. I'm laughing at these guys. I think the fans enjoyed it as well. Sturgis was absolutely awesome. Dave's saying we're going to do it next year. Book your trip now. You won't be sorry. It was phenomenal. I also wanted to show, this is going backwards, you're going to kill me, more exclusive content. Mike and Mish sent this in. I guess I thought that James got some photos of Connor shooting off the bare knuckle bazooka. That was really cool. I guess he didn't get he was shooting off. I don't know if he sent it in, but I thought he did when I was in the ring. He probably didn't get footage of that. Connor was shooting off the bare knuckle bazooka. I'm climbing, what are those things called? The lighting rigs?
Truss.
Yeah, truss. I'm in the balcony shooting off the T-shirt gun, the bare knuckle bazooka. I'm climbing lighting trusses, and I don't know because everyone's so busy if they're getting shots of me doing it. But I know I saw it on social media and I kept sharing them. I think there's a video of me climbing the truss. Do we have that? I think it was sent in. I think I dropped in the file thing. As you're looking for that,
we got it. Yep.
Oh, here it is. I get in trouble for this too. I get in big trouble for this.
Yeah, you're nuts, dude.
I wanted to go higher, but listen to Senior. Dave Senior down there telling me to go higher. Look, I didn't hear him.
Is that Andy telling you to get down?
And then I got down and Dave Jr.'s yelling at me. He's like, that was unsafe. Because I told him I was only going to go up like one rung, and then I went up higher. And I was going to go higher, but then the director was telling me to get down. So next time, I'm going to the top, and I'm going to climb across like monkey bars. It'll be awesome.
The director, he was, listen, Soscia, it doesn't make a difference to me.
Yeah, fall off, you moron. But there you go.
The lighting truss.
I thought that was awesome. And then Mike and Mish sent something in. It was when I went up in the balcony. And the only reason I'm showing this is because it shows you how much fun I have, but what a lunatic I am. I sent that to you. I didn't send it to you? It should be in your text messages, I think. It's me up in the balcony, and there's these people around me, and I'm just, the face I'm making, I look like a freaking madman. It's insane. If you don't have it, it's fine. But you look for that as I'm seeing what else we have to do here.
You mean pictures?
Yeah, I'm sorry. They were from
photos, not video, right?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I got the pictures.
And that's my fault. It was earlier on the show. We skipped it with the chaos.
Yeah.
So look, there I am. There's Kyle from Mike and Mish, and he's walking by, and I'm yelling up at the balcony. I'm in the crowd at this point. So now I'm in the balcony with the bare knuckle bazooka. Now the next one's my favorite. It looks like I'm screaming at somebody with a giant penis pump in my hand. Like, we got to get the bare knuckle bazooka looking less like a penis pump. Am I right?
We'll work on that.
Evan.
Top of the agenda.
It'll hurt your image.
I don't know. We got to put some stickers on it or something. And I get nervous when Evan's around because I think he's going to be like in the truck with the gun.
Yours doesn't have stickers on it? I decorate mine.
So stupid. Evan's had a week off. He's all feisty. I love it. All right, so that's it. Thank you for sending that stuff in. And then I want to talk about the UK card because we talked about it with Dave Sr. earlier on. It's a big card. It's a fight week. A guy named Lou Fuse, he's going to break down the top 3 feature co-main and main. He's over there in the UK, a correspondent for us. Let's see what Lou has to say.
Knuckle. Yes, people, what is happening? It is fight week, and that only means one thing. BKFC have got a boatload of action coming your way this Saturday at BKFC 64 in Coventry. The first ever BKFC UK welterweight title will be on the line, and fighting for that will be Conor the Brumtown Bombertini versus Johnny One Punch Graham. What a matchup that is. 2 high-level boxers. Conor coming up to his 10th fight in bare knuckle now. A true veteran within the sport. A very slick and calculated operator when he's in there. Evading shots and looking good while he's doing it. And Johnny Graham, also a great boxer. Had a great amateur career. He was undefeated in the pro ranks and now moved over to bare knuckle, which he is 2-0. And he's stopped both of his opponents and looked good while doing it. This is going to be a proper chess match, I think. If the both lads don't just swing it out and have it in the centre, it's just going to be a chess match, and it's going to be great to watch. On the undercard of that, we've got David Oscar versus Rob Boardman. David Oscar has proved what he's all about within the BKFC. He is an absolute wrecking machine. You need a shotgun to put this man out. He will be there until if you're not knocking him out, He's going to be there until the end. He's going to get up every time. But he is going against a very, very tough man within Rob Boardman. Rob Boardman's had a great amateur career, fighting the likes of George Groves 3 times. He beat Rocky Fielding, who was a world champion in the pros for Canelo on that. So he's very experienced within the fighting game. He then moved over to bare knuckle. He's 5-0 in bare knuckle, and he's looking to put a show on and thinks that nobody can stand with him in the weight. And David Oscar will definitely think different. He will be there until the end. It will be an absolute war, this one. This is a fan favourite fight. And the fight underneath that, we've got Mason Shaw versus Connor Cook. Connor Cook stepping in as a late replacement, but they're both experienced in bare knuckle. Mason Shaw is a true veteran within bare knuckle. He's had loads of fights now. Connor Cook's had a good few within bare knuckle. He's had a great amateur career in boxing, and that is going to be like another sort of chess match fight. 2 good level boxers, like just swinging it out and boxing the lugs off each other. I cannot wait for this. BKFC 64 this weekend, Saturday. Get your tickets now or download the BKFC app and watch it live.
There he is. The Fuse, Lou Fuse. Thank you for that, Lou. We appreciate you breaking down the 3 top fights. And it's going to be a great show. Like I said, we're looking forward to it. The birthplace of bare knuckle, BKFC.com. If you don't have that app yet, as he said, grab it. And you don't want to miss it. It's going to be awesome. A lot of people in the chat, I see that. Let's see. We have Swervo Cuts in the chat. Little Ben. Noah, he said he needs an event in Indiana. That'd be cool. Little Ben actually complimenting me. We usually feud. Thank you, Little Ben, saying that I make the show go. Thank you. At the live events, I work hard. I love you too. For today only, Little Ben. Jesse Pringle fighting in Kansas City. He's going to be there. His opponent actually messaged me, and we'll talk about him a little more next week. And then J.W. Kaiser fighting in Kansas City. He's in the chat as well. He says that he can't wait to get down. 10 days, baby. He's excited. Shout out to Jason Gonzalez. He's here as well, and we appreciate it. I think we have some more exclusive clips, too, I want to show you guys. I'm not sure what they are, but I think we have them. I just asked them to pull as much exclusive stuff for you as we can. Oh, here it is. Connor took it, and all I could think, so you don't know this, if you've never been to a live event, you guys can attest to this. Sometimes someone stole our bare knuckle bazooka, the one that worked awesome. Somebody owns it. I don't have it. You don't have it. Somebody's shooting it off in their backyard or whatever they're doing. We don't have it anymore. So they give me this new one that I don't really like that much. We're working on it. But sometimes when I shoot it, it's like, honestly, I call it premature ejaculation. It's like it goes, and it just goes, the crowd's going nuts. It goes, so all I could think after when Connor got that, I'm like, please don't let this thing fail with Connor shooting it. All right, they're excited about the KC card. Anthony Yost, one of our fighters in the chat, he's very excited. He thinks it's going to be a dope card. Guys, listen, another thing I like to do is wherever you're watching, make sure you hit the love button, and spread the word to this show because we want to keep growing it. What are we like, Evan? Do you remember? Do you remember what we're like? It's been a couple weeks for you.
Virus?
That's it. We're the virus. We're going to be here regardless, and we're going to spread all over your body. So make sure you like us. And if you don't, we're still going to be here. We appreciate that. And let's check into what else we have coming up before we get out of here. I don't think Ben's going to call us back. Oh, here. Let's see if he's getting back to me. Let's see. No, he didn't. Okay. All right. So what do we have coming up? We have coming up. Sorry, guys. I thought Ben texted me. I'm getting a lot of texting. So we know that we have Tierney Graham. That's going to be great. That's this weekend, this Friday, I should say. Friday? Saturday. I don't even know. Saturday. I'm so... Friday and Saturday shows screw me up. And then, I'm tired because I come on a Sunday, and I start regaining my steam today. So you're regaining steam with me. Lindsey Brito coming up, too, in Kansas City. We're excited for that fight night. Dave Feldman was very excited. Talk about the crossroads kind of for both guys here. That's going to be awesome. Get your tickets now. And then we have, of course, Edmonton, Edmonton's coming up August 31st. That's Stuvie's going to be there, Stuvie versus Smith. So that'll be another great fight. We've been to Edmonton before, and that's a live crowd. They look forward to us coming up there. BKFC.com. Grab the app. You can see all this. We've been talking about Faria versus Masam Wong for a while, and you know the story. I mean, nobody wants to fight Faria. Masam Wong does. She stepped up, going after the world title in Salt Lake City. Look, those tickets are moving, and last time we sold that joint out. And look, last time was a gigantic show. This is a big show too, but I have reason to think it's going to sell out. So if you're in the Salt Lake City area and you want to go, BKFC.com. Don't be caught outside with your ear to wall trying to hear what's going on watching the app. You want to be there live for it. And then, of course, September 13th, we're back in our home away from home, Hollywood, Florida. Some great fights there. Blas Reber on top for the title. Mundell versus King Mo. That's on there as well. King Mo's debut. September 13th, Hollywood. And I'm going to tell you, that's going to sell out too. It does every time. So BKFC.com. Don't be cool and wait to walk up because you're not going to get in. And then going forward from there, I think the next one we have announced, yes, is Marbella, Spain, which is in a bull ring. It's going to be exciting. I saw some footage of what the bull ring looks like. I'm sure you guys have as well. That makes it even more exciting. And if you watch BKFC.com to grab the app, on the app, they did the vlog, I'll call it, of Dave in Spain with Connor. It was a good, well done. It was awesome. But you can kind of see the attitude for how much people like Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. I mean, it was like truly superstars being there. I mean, people were waiting outside to get glimpses of Connor, to talk to Dave. So I think that's going to be a huge show. I think it's going to be an electric atmosphere. October 12th, we're very excited for that. Make sure you're tuned in. Other than that, I mean, look, I think I'm still buzzing. I'm still buzzing from Sturgis. I mean, we really left our footprint there. And I think I said this at the beginning of the show, but bikers get a bad rap. I've always known that, but they're the nicest people in the world. They probably were the nicest crowd I've ever been around. And they just wanted to see fights. They wanted to drink and see fights, and they wanted to have a good time. I did not see as many breasts as I thought I'd see. Brandon, where are you on that? Did you see any? Honestly.
For the record, no.
I'm not trying to be
I pointed
funny.
it out. One of them. Never mind. I'm not going to tell.
No, I know. Oh yeah. But there wasn't, like, you thought there'd be more of that. I've been at shows where I've got the bare knuckle bazooka out. I'm trying to get the crowd live. I've had people moon me. I've had men moon me. I've had many men lift their shirts up. I saw some guy did that in Sturgis. That happens a lot. And I'm like, what? And then I saw a lot of that. What is it called when they airbrush them? Actually, Evan, I don't know if you saw this because you're watching from home. At the end, Sean and Chris are doing the wrap up, right? And in the background, there's just some woman with no shirt on. And she's got like airbrushed breasts that are like red, white, and blue. Wow. And I guess Jonathan or whoever, or maybe Dave, somebody must have gotten word or not noticed it. And then all of a sudden, watch it, go back and watch it. You see the cameras go, why? We're at a biker rally. Show it off. Yeah. Let's embrace it.
I always tune out when it's just those two yapping, so I didn't see that.
Whoa. Isolate that clip from when Lionel comes on.
Look here, Sean. This is a great card. First time in Sturgis.
And they were like 2 hours behind us, too, when we go to bed. So
yeah, you're telling me. I'm all whacked out from that trip. Well, it was a great trip. Thank you to everybody that was there. Thank you to everybody that watched. We're looking forward to our next event this weekend, UK, birthplace of Bare Knuckle. Until then, guys, we always do it. We're going to hug and say real men, and then we're going to drink some Forged Irish Stout as we shower, and then we're going to get bucked up, and we're going to knuckle up because it's fight week. Pip, pop, cheerio, mate. Let's freaking go.
Back to the UK August 10th. Tierney Graham for the UK welterweight title.
Left hand, and Chris Young stops it on the one-punch knockout.
He's going to be a problem for anybody.
Left to the body and a clean knockdown. Johnny Graham now 2-0 in BKFC. Right and left hand, the win of his life for David Oscar. Left hook to the body and that drops Danny McIntyre. Chase on the right hand, knockdown number 2.
Jono JCB Chip James.
Stiff left hand from Toby Bindon, and down goes Marcus Vaughn. Big to the body, to the head goes Connor Cook. Off the left uppercut, this fight is over.